Okay, so it's about 7:47. I've been cleaning and then I had to lay down because I had developed a little bit of a headache, and I've not been doing that much because I cannot do that much with the way my health has been this week. So I literally am pitter pattering around and can't pitter patter around very much because my head starts hurting and from all the crap that I've been through this week. So, and then I thought, well, I've got my kitchen clean, so I'm almost done. I have my house almost clean, right? Because I have my kitchen clean. Because then the darn mailman came and dropped three big giant Temu bags off on my porch. So now I have three giant Temu bags to go through because I can't leave them laying in the floor while I have company. So I have to go through these Temu bags. Hi, Ashley. I was done for the day, and then I was like, I've almost got my kitchen rounded up and cleaned up and ready for my company. And then the stupid mailman dropped three giant Temu bags on my flipping porch. So I had laid down earlier because I had a bit of a headache, and thought, I'm almost done for the day. No, I've got three Temu bags now. We're not almost done for the day. I've got a hair mask in my hair to let y'all know how it works. And to save my life, ever since I laid down, it has turned into like Tina Turner's hair. And it is just causing me some problems. But you know something, we'll get it stuck up there here in a minute. Okay. So I've got some giant bags here. Hang on, let me get the first one. This is the first one. I had ordered a lot of stuff and it hadn't been coming in, and I thought, where the crap is all this Temu? Because I ordered some and it ain't coming in, and I thought, well, I had basically said, okay, since Temu's delivery and stuff is getting so horrible, I'm just going to stop. And I haven't ordered anything for a while. I had Temu cash, and I finished buying David the second pair of work shoes because he likes those big giant sneakers with the big squishy soles on them. He stands on concrete, so I guess he would like them. Hi, Gypsy. And then I realized a lot of my orders had not been coming in, or had been taking like forever to arrive. And then lo and behold, here comes the mailman today when I thought I had everything cleaned up in my kitchen. And I thought, oh, I can rest for a minute. I'm like 78% of the way done picking up my house. He drops off three giant Temu bags, and I was like, dang it. Because I can't just leave them laying out. I've got to put them all up. So let's go through these and see what's in here. As always, check your corners. Customs likes to place things in the oddest of places. They like to tape things so that you don't get your things. So always check your corners. Also, I did a live this afternoon and started talking about crime and criminal statistics and criminogenic behavior, and ended up in a whole nother land of Lodi bar. If you're raised Baptist, you'll get that. But and people wanted to be mad about what I was saying, even though what I was saying was, I can't determine anyone's life. I can't force anyone to take any action, but I can drastically beg someone to read about biology, understand the consequences of early behaviors when it comes to certain things, and ask them to please read and realize which is the best outlet for me to have the longest and happiest quality of life. Because that's what all of this transition crap is supposed to be about, right? People got really mad. Why do people get really mad? Because people who constantly champion other people's issues do so because they're too weak to champion their own. Unpopular opinion. Psychologically proven. Okay. So I rarely champion someone else's cause because I'm like, you do you, boo. If that's yours, you go for it. I might give a nod to it or say I like that behavior, or I appreciated this video, or I appreciate this perspective, but I'm never going to sit there and go, you don't talk about this person in that way. I'm just not going to do that because I believe we all have brains and we should all be able to make our own decisions. But I do believe that when it comes to people that are struggling right now with this whole trans agenda, I do believe that our country specifically is monetizing the emotional weakness of someone else in a dire position to understand themselves. And what they're doing medically is not helping them understand themselves. It is creating a drastic change in their body, which when they don't already understand themselves, now we're not working past what we don't understand, but we're going to create more changes that then we have to move forward and try to understand again. And what we're seeing in the feedback now that we're getting a decade and on beyond people having all this stuff done, they're seeing children that were saying, I was helped make the decision that was wrong for me because I was too young to understand how to make a decision that was right for me. But I had all these people championing this cause and saying, oh, yes, you're so brave, that I felt I was doing the right thing. Don't champion someone else's cause. Ask them to always be careful, always be cautious, always do what their heart tells them, but always do the research. Never champion someone else's cause, because you may be pushing them to a cliff that they can never climb back from. That's how I view that. And that's something I learned as a psych major. This is cute. Okay, this is a long, like, summer dress, maxi dress with spaghetti straps. They're not adjustable, so holy crap, I hope my big old honking shoulders go through there. I hold too much hay when I was a kid. But it's cute. It's strapped on the bodice. Obviously, I had to hold down like that. It's strapped on the bodice, and it's got a really long patterned skirt that has 3 tiers to it. And it is serged and lettuce trimmed at the end, which is nice, which means you're not going to rip a hem out. And if you do pull the serge, you can just take it to the seamstress, and they can literally in 3 minutes reserge the bottom. $5, you got it fixed by the seamstress. This is really cute. This is really cute. And the seams are where they should be on the side. So, and I don't think they give you very much for that. I think this was like $8.90 or $9 max. And Lord, I can't buy that much fabric for $9 at Wally World. So hey, win. So that's why you'll hear me talk about the outcomes of the studies or the scientific knowledge, or how others are people like within that part of life, how they are feeling about things. And I rarely ever like just massively jump in and grab a flag and say, charge, I'll be your second to die. No, I just don't do that. I normally say, hey, it's your decision. I hope for your sake you make the best decision possible, and you put as much knowledge in your head before you make the decision so that you have the best outcome possible. That's what I want for you, the best outcome possible. Because I'm not going to wave a flag and tell you make a decision, but I'm still going to wave the flag to make, because people that wave flags do it to make themselves feel better. They're not thinking about the long-term outcome or the scientific or the psychological ramifications. They're thinking about, how do I feel better in this moment? That's why I never trust people that are like eternal cheerleaders. Have you ever seen anybody that's an eternal cheerleader do something great with their life? Think about it. Someone that's constantly waving somebody else's banner and constantly supporting somebody else's huge life decision, and constantly at the table just agreeing with everybody else's huge life changes. Have you ever seen someone that does that, that's in that role? Have you ever seen them make giant changes in their own life? Think about that. Overthink too much. Yes, as a psych major, I was taught to overthink too much, because if you don't think, you make bad decisions. Yeah. And people that overthink too much, without the proper knowledge, will always make bad decisions. So it's, we're making decisions based on, oh, this is cute. I'll find another one of these. We're making decisions based on emotions. How about we start making decisions built on empirical data and factual outcomes again? How about we study what's really going on instead of get all emotional when we talk about it? I don't know what it specifically is, because when they talk to me and I'm like, no, I challenge them to make the best decision possible, people are like, well, you're not supportive of it. And I'm like, I didn't know I had to crawl up anybody's butt and help them through life. I thought I just had to be a kind person and say, I hope you make the best decision possible and you put the most thought and effort into it. That, for me, if I was going through something, that would be like, thank you. I appreciate that you want that for me. Instead of, dogging me to make a decision that I'm, between the scientific data and the biological data and the pharmaceutical data on the medical data and the psychological data, it's all coming back saying, see, just, think about it a little bit longer. These are great if you haven't ordered these. These turn one plug into 4, so you get 2 regular plugs and then 2 USBs. I love these things. They cost about $5. Well, you can get them sometimes for like $3.50 on a spin down, but those things aren't happening anymore because Temu is going sorry on us. I love these things. All their plugins work really well for me. The quality of them is great. I really have thought about, because I've not been honestly, this is like stuff I ordered quite a while ago. It's just not got here. I honestly think about the sellers on Temu, and I wonder if they were warned about the changes Temu was fixing to make, or if they thought Temu was going to stay in the platform it always, started as. And I wonder if the sellers on Temu are having any horrible ramifications for the changes in Temu now. And I wonder if they're being given any voice to say this is not working for us anymore. Your changes are stopping people from shopping here. Your changes are reducing our sales by 30%. But because they've stopped a lot of the bonuses and a lot of the stuff that lured us in to think that this was a great place to shop. So I wonder what the sellers think of Temu, and if they're under contractual agreement that they have to stay there for X amount of years or X amount of months, and no matter what Temu does, even if they're losing their butt, if they have to stand there and finish out the year with Temu, paying Temu for being able to be on the Temu app as a seller. I wonder. I'm going to look into that because I'm wondering. Surge protectors are a must, yes. And when you buy a surge protector, please go buy a really good one. A really good one. Don't buy one off Temu. Buy a really, really good one because that's something that will save your butt and all your electronics. So, my husband, I told you a long time my husband needed a new lunch bag. The little one that came in, I liked, but I didn't like. And I thought that'd be a good bag for me to carry, like a Powerade and some kind of bar, to keep my sugar, when I go to the gym, which I'm fixing to be able to start. Oh my God, if I just get through this week and my doctor to be like, okay, whatever happened was stress related with your heart, you're fine. So I'm like, okay, let's just see if we can get through this, because then my doctor's like, as long as we think it's stress related, you're good to go, because you need a place to take your stress out. The gym would be the best place for you. That's what you did before, and that's what your body's built for. Okay, just don't hulk it up. I promise. I won't hulk it up too much. So I thought, well, I'll take that one and use it as a gym bag because it had more of a lady handle on it, and it didn't look like that in the picture. So I went back and got this one literally for about the same price. It's much bigger. It's actually bigger than his Ozark Trail that cost $14 at Walmart, 14 or 16. I don't know. I was very unhappy when I bought that thing. So this is nice. It's I like the inside. It's gonna be a lot easier cleaning than that white crap that always looks stained and dirty, even though you bleached it. It's got nets on the side. I like that. The only thing it's missing from his Ozark Trail bag is the extra zipper pocket on the top, but he only ever used that for like a Pop-Tart or a candy bar, so he can just cram it in there. It ain't gonna be the end of the world. But what I also got to go in here, and this is actually really good sized for the money I paid for. That's really good sized. What I actually got to go in here is a bento box. Now somebody just made a big thing. Oh, Ashley. Ashley says, I got so mad at Temu last week because my package was so late. When I messaged them, they told me I claimed the max of late fees. I was mad. Okay, see, there used to not be a max of late, and in their contract, there is no such thing as a maximum late fee. It's just show up, you're owed that late fee. So make sure you get in the chat and be like, that's not a legal contractual obligation that you put out there. That's something you've made up. This was late. Ergo, your contract has been breached. You must pay me the late fee. I get really hateful with them, and I use a lot of legal language, and then they're like, okay, you can have whatever you want. And so I've done really well with them. But I'm a butthole, too. If you have any law training at all, like when David got billed like astronomically for all of those, when he had those 5 kidney stones, and I was in that vertigo and really sick, and if you remember, like, oh gosh, year and a half ago, and there for like a year after that, he had like 5 kidney stones that took 3 ER visits before they passed, and they thought they were going to have to help him pass them with like the laser or sonic, whatever, I don't know. And but the doctor was like, there's so many, they're trying all at once. He's like, as soon as this hits, you need to get him over here, because with as much as coming out with 5 of these, we could have some damage, So twice he had to go by ambulance. And we started looking, and the first thing they did when they billed was I called and talked to him, and I said, well, you didn't send me an itemized bill. I want an itemized bill. I want to know what you're billing for exactly, because I understand the mileage per mile, and I understand I live in Podunk, and I understand you're absolutely financially raping the people that live in rural areas because we don't have a hospital or ER here. I understand you're making buku. But I think this is a bit much, because there's a place on the web, and God, I can't remember what it is now, but if it's like Kelley Blue Book for car prices, it's like Kelley Blue Book for medical and ambulatory prices. So if you had an ambulance issue, it gives you in all regions and all states what it is per mileage, what it is per what they hook you up on, what it should actually cost. I love it. I love it. And you can take it to court, and it's admissible in court. I love it. So they never would send me an itemized statement. And I thought, that is strange. These are people I know. Why are they not sending me an itemized statement? Should I be upset? Probably. And so the next thing I know, after I asked them for an itemized statement, they throw David both of them, because I was like, I have questions about both bills because I believe you did illegal billing, double billing, and illegal billing on each of those. So I would like an itemized statement on each of those. They knew they'd already hit a wall with me. And then immediately they put him into collections. And I thought, whoa, you're supposed to wait so many months. But okay, this is really weird. So the collections people called, and I was like, listen, dude, I don't believe none of this crap, because I used to do medical transcription, and I used to do nuclear med transcription, and I used to deal with the ER, and I used to understand all this billing. And this seems a little out of kilter for me, so I want an itemized statement. And he goes, well, it's on one account now. I said, no. These were two separate bills. And I said, you merged them to two accounts, because then if I pay 1 penny on one, you turn both of them into one, then I owe for both of them. I said, nah, process them into two separate accounts, two separate collection accounts. I said, I want itemized statement on each, and I want them separated. So he got really irritated with me. And I said, well, you can get irritated with me. That's okay. I guess that's part of your job. I said, but that's what I want to occur. And if you don't want to do that, we'll just go to court. Then I get a bill for when I had COVID, and I had to push my life button, my oh my God button that I wear, because I got choked trying to get up all that phlegm, because I was using all my great grandma's recipes to get the phlegm up. I got choked. They took me 3 miles, billed my insurance over $1,000. I'm 3 miles from the new ER center we finally built up here, which is sorry or I don't know what. Anyway, they took me 3 miles, billed me over $1,000. After I went through my insurance, that's it, because I have Medicare. And it was like, that's it. That's you can bill my insurance and the Medicare and then my insurance. That's all you get, because I have Medicare. You are under a contractual agreement. That's all you can get. Well, then they tried to bill me for the remainder. And I went, oh no, that's illegal. That's illegal. Okay, so, I'm lucky this year. I'm blessed because I've got this great dual Medicare program. And I pay my deductible, and basically I'm good for the year unless I have like a super giant surgery, which watch that probably happen at some point. But all the others covered, because these are all the questions I asked. Oh no, 0 for that. Oh no, 0 for that. Oh no, 0 for that. Yeah, as long as you're paying this. Yep, it's 0 for that. It's 0 for that. Oh, okay. So I called my insurance company. They said, yeah, no, that's illegal. And I said, oh, I thought it was illegal. I thought it was. So I went and made like 10 Xerox copies of that illegal bill. And I wrote the statute of why it was illegal on there. And so when we got David's itemized statement, I thought, how should I proceed with this? Well, then yesterday, because I sent them, they thought they were getting money back after I got the itemized statements. I just sent a copy of how they had illegally billed me. And I said, I do believe now. I said, you didn't respond with the correct itemized statements. I said, they're not full. I said, they don't reflect everything that they did that they billed for. I said, you had 30 days to give me the accurate information, and you chose not to do so. I said, and now I receive an illegal bill for my one trip when I had COVID, 3 miles. I said, I do believe we just need to go to court. And I rolled it up and I put it in their billing thing. So they thought they were getting money. So when they opened it up, they got a big kiss my butt from me. So I was like, something's going on. And David said, do you want me to pay? I said, don't pay a penny, because if you pay a penny, you're responsible for all of it. I said, I'm not done fighting with these people. Don't. Yeah. So, yesterday morning, it came out in the newspaper here. The ambulance guy that's the head of all the ambulance, he was fraudulently billing and working with the billing department to pocket cash, and he got ran off. And so now we have to wait and see who's going to be assigned to the position. So I'm waiting for my copy of the newspaper, and I'm going to clip that story and send it to him. I'm gonna make copies of it, and I'll keep the original, but I'll send them copies of it. And that way, if we go to court, I'm gonna say, Your Honor, I really wanted to rectify the situation and pay what was due, but they wouldn't tell me what was due. They just kept fluffing the bill. How do I know they fluffed the bill? Because they illegally tried to bill me, and then the ambulance director was fired, forced out of his, forced to resign because he was illegally billing people, fraudulently working with a billing company to put money in his pockets. Your Honor, if you can tell me what I owe them legally, I will pay them. I think something's up. Can you imagine going to court and doing that? I imagine I'll have to. Oh, that'd be fun. I used to prosecute parole warrants, so that'd just be like fun for me. But can you believe that? Can you believe it? Your spidey sensors are almost always right. Oh, people try to bill scam all the time, and I normally go, yeah, yeah, really, yeah, yeah. And then they go, ma'am, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were my dementia-riddled grandmother that had called me. I have not listened to a thing. I was just letting her talk. What did you say? And then they hang up. I just play with people because I know that, there are some really horrible people out there. But yeah, I got this little phone case because I like to prop my phone up sometimes, and it doesn't always work. But this little guy is supposed to work, and I don't know how, but I'm sure he does. I'll have to figure it out. Anyway, I guess his little legs pop out or something because it's got a sticky thing, but it also has a hinge. So he goes here, and then he'll prop it up somehow. I'll figure it out later before I put them together. I don't want to break them. But I thought it was cute. I'm not really a big pink or lavender person, but they didn't have any other color options to fit my freaking phone. So here we go. Oh, look, he's even got a protector on his helmet. Well, isn't that overkill? And then he came in a plastic bag. Don't you have plastic straws? You're killing the world. But we'll put a piece of plastic on this little man's helmet, even though he came in a plastic bag. Do you ever just question the sanity of the world around you sometimes? So he'll go like that. And then when I prop my phone up, he's got a little hinge here. He'll pop out and his little legs will hold it up. So I thought that'd be cute. That way it'll stop falling when I'm talking to people. I'll stop having to pick it up. Because I know that has to be annoying to the people I'm talking to. Gypsy. Dark mahogany nails and like a taupe mud colored nail, which is more my color palette, let's just be honest. Oh, this is one thing I'm excited about. I got these for, I'm trying to think, $7. I think they sell them for around $9 or $10, and I get an option to spin a wheel and get so much off, and I literally think I got these for $6 or $7. They do have the toe protector on the one in the middle. It does go around your big toe. They look kind of big, but my foot's fat, but it's losing weight, so we'll see. But it's got all this open, and so it just hooks into your toe and goes over the side of your foot and hooks on your heel, and it looks really cute without being like super hateful to put on. Some of those thongs you get in the summertime that have all the lace ups and stuff. I can't stand those. So I thought, well, these are cute, and they come with a little toe protector on them. So I'm gonna give these a try because I literally wear nothing but sandals in the summer because I have to, if I go anywhere, I have to be like on the ground, as close to the ground as possible because I can't feel my left leg or left foot. So when I walk, I have to be as close to the ground as possible to feel any deviations in the ground. So I'm constantly like patting around with my left foot as I walk. And I know people think I'm crazy if they don't know what I'm doing. It's because I can't feel my left foot. I got polarized glasses. Why do you say? Because I have so much difficulty driving at night. But now that I'm starting to be able to drive and it's getting longer days and I'm going to start going to the gym, I need to be able to see to drive. And that means I cannot have all the bright lights and the sunset and then bother me. So literally I used to have fishing glasses that I wore, the old Bill Dance polarized fishing glasses. Those were great. You could see through the water and they cut through the lights at night when you drove. They were awesome. I miss Bill Dance. Whatever happened to him? God, now I'm going to have to go look him up. Anyway, these are like super cheap, and you can tell they're super cheap, but all I need to do is stay in my vehicle and just help me through I look like Neo from the Matrix that aged and ate too many Krispy Kremes. But anyway, these cut those specific lights down, and my eyes right now feel like they're getting a nice hug. I look like Max Headstrom. Remember that from the 80s, yeah. But it just softens the lights. You can still see everything perfectly clear. It just softens the lights to where nothing is like blinding you if you have eye issues. Polarized glasses, especially I think the fishing glasses are the best ones, you know, because you can fish and drive. But these help, especially if you're a migraine sufferer or if you're having issues with lights at night driving. Oh my God, see, I just cut enough light to understand that my spider plant needs watered. I'm so sorry. I hadn't noticed that because that's bright up there and I never looked. I'm so sorry. I will water you. Feel like a bad plant mother now. Now, are they the best quality? Absolutely not. Are they good enough to get me back and forth for about 6 months? Sure. And they were like $3. If you go buy polarized glasses for fishing and stuff, sunglasses not what is that Corey dude? I wear my sunglasses at night so I can see. And just stop the song there. That's all it is. What did I get to go inside Dave's lunch thing? I got a bento box. I used to eat at this place. It was a Chinese Japanese restaurant. There was a little family that it was a Chinese husband and a Japanese wife, and they decided to culinarily join their art and create this awesome restaurant. I loved her, but her name was like this long, and I was like, I can't. I'm trying, but I can't say that. I'm afraid I'll say something not so nice. And I'm like, can I call you something else? And she's like, you could call me Mama-san. And I was like, are you sure? She's like, that's what everybody calls me. And I was like, okay. So we would go eat lunch at least once a week with Mama-san too, you know, when I was an officer, because we wanted to support Mama-san's restaurant. She was literally our bonus, like everybody's bonus mom or grandma. And oh my God, they made such great authentic food, and I loved them. Loved them. And so I got this, and he may not, I think actually he will like the silverware because it's actually very, I'm surprised at how sturdy that is. And I do like that it's a spoon, but also like a soup spoon. Them suckers are strong. So I like, heck, I'll keep these and use these if you don't like them because golly bum, I like those. Okay, so he can have his little, you know, stuff that he doesn't need to heat up in this top tray. So he can have his little stuff that he doesn't like hot, or he can have his cornbread salad that he loves to buy from the deli down the road that I can't eat because it makes me sicker than a dog. Or he can have his pasta salad that he doesn't want to eat up, heat it up, you know, and then he can put his silverware here. And then the stuff that needs to be heated up, he can put in here and still separate it if it's multiple stuff. And this is microwave safe, microwavable. And so literally he will be able to take more food than what I normally pack him in just his other little thing. So this was, I think, gosh, that is good. That is thick, ladies and gentlemen. That is strong. This was $7 or $8. It was pretty expensive. But bento boxes that, you know, our lunch boxes normally are, it locks though. And you don't got to worry about that going nowhere. Now, one of these pulls up. Here we go. It pulls up for handles. Oh, isn't that cute? It pulls up for handles. And it has a little air bleeder thing, so it keeps it fresh. And you don't have to, you can let the air out, but it won't come back in. Is that not the cutest freaking thing you've ever seen in your life? Now, I understand, you know, my 260-pound, 6-foot husband may think that's a little childish, but I pack his lunch, so he'll eat whatever I send to him. So, see, one thing I can say is if there's something I was thinking about getting for Temu, yeah, well, I try to buy stuff, and like if they have stuff that's like getting great reviews, and I'm like, I don't really believe those reviews. I will buy it just to be like, is this legit? Because I don't want y'all to waste your money. And if it intrigues me, I'm probably going to buy it. And then if it doesn't work, I'll tell you, and I'll be like, don't spend your money on it. So I will tell you that the only shelves that have stuck with the tape brackets and stayed is the one that was in the V formation that went in the bathroom. All the others I've had to put E6000 and hot glue to re-glue to the wall. The magnetized lights, if you hang them like low on the wall or sideways on something, they're great. But if you want to put them on the ceiling, the magnet that they stick to, you're going to have to put a little bit of something to help stick it and hold it a little bit. But they work great. I'm still using all of my lights that light the way through my home. Jonah came to see me last night, and he started walking to the bathroom, and he had a light go off above his head, and he just stopped, and he was like, holy crap. And I was like, it's a light that, you know, it feels you walk by it and it comes on. And he's like, I thought somebody was fixing to shoot me. It kind of freaked him out, and I thought that was hilarious because he just reacted so like drastically, and I was like, it's just a motion sensor light, Jonah. You're okay. You're not gonna die. And he was like, why do you have these all over the place? And I looked at him and I was like, because at night when I get up, I can't see where I'm going, and I don't want to fall. He was like, it scared the crap out of me, man. And I was like, well, that's partially why I have them there, too. If somebody comes in, it just scares the crap out of them. And while it scares the crap out of them, I got time to pick them off. You think about these things when you're, sending people to prison. Let's see. I got 2 more of these toolboxes that came in. Let's see if the mail carrier dinged them. No, these came intact. These are not broken. But Temu did immediately within 32 seconds of me taking a picture and sending it. Send me back the money on the other one. I'm going to try to patch it with like that Flex Seal tape on both sides and make it firm again. And then I'm just going to keep my jewelry in the green one, and I'll use these to tape stuff to sell in. It's just like if I make jewelry and I have to transport it, this is what I'll transport it in. These are great because not only is it a little toolbox, but it has 32 individual little oxidation cases of pink, because the case itself is clear, of pink in it to save your jewelry from oxidation. So if you are a craft maker and you craft jewelry, these are great. Now, will they hold my Cody rib necklaces? Absolutely not, because Cody rib's not going to fit in there. But these will hold 90% of the tooth earrings and bracelets that I make. And then the bigger items, I got bigger sleeves to hold. And I have some oxidation things from last year that I bought that are still running strong. Those little black things that look like it holds them against gravity, they're still doing great. I thought, they'll stretch out after I use them for a while. No, they're doing great. So the other one, the green one, came broken. These 2 came great, perfect, because my mail carrier was the old guy that's very sweet, and he likes to deliver your things nicely instead of the young guy that throws it on your porch. Mail carriers. When you live in a rural route, you just have to deal with what they give you. But I really like my older guy because he's nicer. The young guy's nice, but he doesn't always think of what you've ordered. And so a couple times I've been like, this ain't basketball, son. There ain't no goal up here. You bring it up here and sit it down. You do not throw it, lob it. No. And he'll be like, I'm sorry, ma'am. And I'm like, I paid for this crap, and I need it intact. I said, usually it's stuff for my health or to help me in my home with my health. He's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. And I'm like, thank you for delivering it appropriately, because he'll walk up and lay it down gingerly. I'm like, thank you for delivering it appropriately. I really appreciate that. And he'll be like, you're welcome, ma'am. So he's gotten better, because I had to catch him a couple times lobbing stuff like he was shooting a 3-pointer. Mailman, if you're watching this, don't do that to people. But I got these, and I think they're great. The quality's great. The handles are pretty good. I mean, I think they'll last me a couple seasons at least. And for like $7, I think if you order one color, it's like close to $9, but most of them are like $7 for 32 oxidation kits and a container. Heck yes. Thank you very much. Y'all know when I sit down and start doing resin work and creating jewelry, it just multiplies like rabbits. So these are great. I love these. I give these a hearty 9 out of 10. Just you better hope your mailman understands that plastic things come in the mail in bags. Have a talk with your mailman and say, please be kind. Because not all mailmen are. I just got this room clean. Now I got to clean up all this. Ugh. But I didn't want like Temu bags like laying around everywhere when I had company, Okay, second bag. This one's squishy. It feels like clothes and maybe some nails or something. There's something hard up here. Don't know what it is. No. We'll find out together. Do I remember what I order sometimes, but these have taken so long to get to me? No. I did know that I was waiting for David's lunchbox, but I literally forgot what else I ordered. And a lot of it was with Temu Cash. Oh, and I just won Fishland. And I got a dash cam that is either front and reverse or front and internal camera. It's 2 cameras. And it's like the really good camera quality. And it came with its own card to record. And I'm like, heck yes, I have a dash cam. Because, listen, in this society, I'm going to be proven I was driving the speed limit and being a nice person and not rocking out to anyone else. Sometimes I rock out to music, but I'm like not thrashing my head. But I'll be able to prove it wasn't me when I go to court. So, oh yes, I got faux moss for some of the creations I'm going to be making with the skulls and stuff like that this year. And I may even end up putting some. It's weird what I'll leave in here on my kitchen table when I'm working on it and I clean the rest of the house up. But I've been staring at him because he's talking to me about how he wants to be decorated. And he is a ceremonial rattle. He will be a rattle when I get him done for one of the tribes that I have 4 that buy from me. And literally, wow, motion sensor lights. And that one just came on. That was great. I should have waved him 5 minutes ago. Literally, they get them for the cost of what I put into them because they're is the tribe. But I may put some of this around his skull and make it look really rustic and like an old ceremonial rattle that would have came from like 100 years ago that they've kept in a museum. I like to do stuff like that. I like to do weird stuff every once in a while instead of just pretty. Let's really make it weird, you know, and something that people want to look at, and it takes them longer to look at them. I did get ear card blanks, and I got little round ones too, depending on if they're long and require structure, or if they're studs. Then I got ear card blanks, and this one I can just cut down to fit in the boxes or fold. That's great. I got this little doily because I'm going to be using it to stretch and weave in the middle of a dream catcher. And because if you try to buy doilies on eBay like this, they're freaking out of this world expensive. This one I think was 89 cents. And I thought, well, let's see if they're really, yes, it's real string and it's really knitted, really crocheted, really, I think they call it tatting or something too. But it will stretch nicely. It has the points, and I'm going to stretch it and put it in the middle of a dream catcher with a weave around it. And probably going to do a floral thing on it and make it one of my pretty girly dream catchers. This is like 89 cents. Super awesome win. This would also be a really good under a lamp doily for a table. My granny had these everywhere, and now I wish that I had known where she put them so I could have them all. So, because I miss them. Oh, look, I still have Granny up here. Granny, where did you put all your doilies? Oh, I can't find them. But these are things that look awesome stretched in Dreamcatcher. So craft haul, heck yes. More peacock beads. I told you I ordered more of those when I had the craft haul. Yes, those are my janky nails. I need to put more on. These are gorgeous. The depth and beading and color and shine of these. I'm just enamored with these for the cost. Holy crap. Hobby Lobby, eat your heart out. I got tiny tubes of B7000, which is E6000 off-brand dupe, because with the big bottles, I tend to make big oopsies. Motion light sensor, come back on. Hello. I put a new motion sensor light thing in my kitchen. Hello? Do you see me? I'm over here moving. Am I too far away? They normally look really good, but you have to walk beside them. But I'm like 10 foot from the monitor, so that might be what's going on. But I got these little guys because less mess, easier for me to do smaller things, and I don't have to worry about that stupid needle cap that bothers me. Although I do have a needle cap in here for the finer jewelry. I don't know why that monitor, maybe it only picks up ever so often if it shuts off. I know it's supposed to stay on for 5 minutes, which is about what it stayed on. So I got those several months ago from Temu, and I just hadn't put them up because I hadn't took my other lights down, but I did yesterday and put them up, and it literally took me about 6 minutes to put them up because there were 6 lights and you had to peel the sticker off the back and stick them up under your cabinets. 10 out of 10. Plug them up. They've got a motion sensor. You can set it to 3 colors of lights, whichever you want, and how long you want it to stay on. I have mine when they come on, they stay on for like 3 to 5 minutes. Love it, so I don't have lights on in my house all the time. These are little stud earring posts with the basins to glue stuff on, and lots of backs. Normally, if I give somebody earrings or if I make some, I always put like 2 sets of backs in the bag because I'm not sadistic and I understand that we lose earring backs. So I normally, and I have like another bag of like 1,000 of them floating around here somewhere. So I've got plenty of earring backs, but I'm going to use those little posts to actually glue smaller teeth and stuff to them. So that's what that is what it's for. Now here's some of the other colors of the peacock beads. These are the white ones. Aren't those gorgeous? That's going to pick up all those colors in those dream catchers and stuff. And I got 2 packs of those. I mean, for what you pay for them, and you look at stuff like this in other craft stores and, you know, Yes, buy these. These are great. And the quality is great. And they have a great flat metal back on them, which hold glue great. I give them a little bit of a sanding sometimes, but they hold glue and grip wonderfully. And so I recommend the peacock beads so much. This is something I didn't really know what it was, but I thought I'll buy it. I think it's one of those little rings that you put on your phone in case the astronaut didn't work. Just because the first word in the astronaut is ass, I thought we'll make sure that I get something that works. I'll have a backup. Okay. But it's Chris works good though. Yeah, Gypsy bought a heater, one of those tiny heaters from Temu, and we wondered if it would work good. It works really good. Now it came busted up, but she said it works great. Okay, yeah, so this is one of those little sticky things that you can put your finger through because I drop my phone on my face at least 3 times a night. Especially if like after Mama had her fall and stuff like that, I was worried. You know, up until just a couple days ago, it was because I was freaking out that my daughter might go into labor. But yeah, we all know the story on that one now. So I use this, you know, and the one that I had on my phone broke. So I had been dropping my phone on my face. And so I was like, I'm going to get one of these so that I will stop hurting myself. On the ground where you go walking. You know, if Hobby Lobby has the sales, and that it's not bad, but I am 2 hours from Hobby Lobby, hour and a half, 2 hours from Hobby Lobby, and a whole lot of aggravation. And that's a lot of walking for me with my legs, especially when I don't know how long they're going to last, and I know I've still got an hour and a half hiatus home. It's hard. Even with somebody else driving and taking me, it's difficult. Even with my little rolly cart, it's difficult. So I used to like to go to Hobby Lobby when I had coupons, when I had a coupon day, but man, it's hard now. I mean, I never thought, as a young, strong girl, I never thought that my body would crap out. But, you know, this is just things you learn. I know. Next time I come, I'm going to sneeze. Next time I come stay with you, we probably need to go do one of those run-throughs and see what, compare some of the stuff I've bought with what's in Hobby Lobby and be like, here's the process at Hobby Lobby. I love their dried flowers. The one thing that I will say about Temu is their dried flowers and their dried leaves and stuff are phenomenal. They're packed great. I've used them in resin work, and they've never given me the first problem. These are so cool and so pretty, and they really spruce up, you know, some au naturel jewelry. I love these. I cut them up in little pieces, and I use them in my resin pendants and stuff. I love these. Hey, you know something? I'm saying I watch a lot of those people channel that they dumpster dive. Heck, some of those stores don't, you know, a lot of stores are belligerent and they'll mark through or slash stuff so people can't use them. If you're throwing it away and it's useless to you, why would you do that if it could be useful to someone else? Especially if you're making billions of dollars a year, Sephora, Ulta, you know, I mean, especially if you're making butt tons of money a year, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And so if you're able to, yeah, grab, because I've watched some of those channels, and we only have recycling centers here, so we don't have things like that. So everything gets carted to a recycling center, and everything else is locked up because we don't have that many stores, and so they keep the stuff locked up. And but I've watched those channels, and I'm like, dang, I would totally go look. I would totally pull furniture off the side of the road. What is this? Off the side of, oh, it's a shirt. No, it's a shirt. It's a shirt. Took me a minute. It's big enough to be a skirt because that's how much weight I've lost. Oh, dear Jesus. We're going to have to put a dart in this. Oh, no. Hang on. Let me find which side is which? Hello? Tag? I don't guess they care. I don't, there's a seam. Okay. There's a seam. Okay. It goes like this. It goes under, and it's got 4 little tiered ruffles. And it's just supposed to be a shirt, but unfortunately, by the time it got here, I lost probably 10 more pounds. Now it looks more like a skirt. Oh, heck, I bet you it could be a skirt. Hang on, let me dive in. We'll see what it looks like. You want to wear a really good bandeau bra with this thing, ladies, okay? Don't, like, walk out moo style with these. Wear a really good bandeau bra. Hey, how do you put the darn thing on? Hang on. Oh, I found the tag. Is that side? Where did it go? Oh, well, we don't care. It's just a circle skirt anyway. There's a tag. I found it. It goes on this side. Okay. Hang on. I'm going in. If I don't come out, call the authorities. Okay, I did it. Okay, so it's supposed to be, this is the weirdest model I know. It's supposed to be a little, okay, it goes up under your armpits and over your little boobs and this little flare for a ruffle shirt, okay? Hang on. Let me try to do this without breaking my curio. So it's a little fluffy, flouncy summer shirt that you can wear out and get sun. It's almost long enough on me to be a mini dress. Heck, put on some swim shorts and I can just walk around in this. Now, obviously, I've lost a little bit of weight, so it's a little loose. So we're going to have to put a little dart inside. Hey, Mom, I'm bringing y'all my clothes to augment. Sorry. Well, actually, if I can just use your machine, I'll do it. But see, I've lost too much weight since I ordered it. Can it be a skirt? Heck yes, it can. It can be a skirt. It goes below my knee. That could be a Gundam skirt. I'm just saying, you could wear it a couple ways. I think this is cute. I think it's cute like this. But if you're round and apple-shaped like me, it could totally be a skirt. 2 uses in one. I think it's cute. Like, it could totally be a little skirt. It's cute. It could totally be a little skirt. Sad to know that I'm built like a tube. Right under my shoulder line is the same size as my waist. Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm built like a cylinder. Okay, this next person is Gigi. If you're watching, I blame this completely on you. Gigi could tell me to buy whatever. Oh, another thing of peacock beads. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm addicted to them. Gigi could show me I don't know what, and I would buy it. But she made this sweater look and feel so comfortable. And I love Gigi. I love her personality. Check your corners. Okay, we're good. And so I thought, I'm going to trust Gigi again because those embroidered socks were great. Black is the perfect color for me, Tony, because it makes me look smaller. If you think you're coming here to burn me, maybe I'll burn myself. Oh, Lord have mercy. But Gigi was like, it's so soft. And holy crap, it is. Gigi did not lie. And yes, the flowers are actually embroidered on. Holy crap. If you've ever embroidered anything, that's a pain in the butt. They did. It's really embroidered through and on interfacing. Holy crap. It's not like it's warm, but it's like crochet. So you're going to have to wear a cami or a tank or a shirt under this, depending on how cold-natured you are. But it's got the cutest little trim down here, and it's just so cute. And it is amazingly soft, but you see how the trim kind of lettuce curls at the top? That is so cute. And the flowers are 100%, I mean 100% hand embroidered on interfacing on here. So somebody either had to put this in a machine and do it, but it looks hand stitched because there are some imperfections. Because see where that dot is on that flower? And the dot on this flower is not in the same position. I actually think somebody might have hand embroidered these instead of machine embroidered. Plus, machine embroidery normally gives a tighter bind to that interfacing, and because my mother has an embroidery machine, and it feels like hand embroidery. I'm so tickled with this. Gigi, you can talk me into buying anything, but they're always great. I love this. This is a good spring day or winter with a layer, or, I mean, you could wear it year round. I mean, really, it's going to work year round. So nice. And it was only like $9. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't even embroider 3 flowers for $9. Have you ever hand embroidered anything? No. I used to hand embroider pillowcases. Holy crap. Hi, Mary. How you doing? I'm just blamed a whole bunch of stuff on Gigi because I watched Gigi and she absolutely she talked me into buying so much. Okay, we have one more bag. Crap, it's way over there. I've gotten some really good stuff out of this haul. I just wish it had not come today because I just got my kitchen clean and then the mailman, knock, knock, knock. 3 huge Temu bags. Holy crap. All right, let me get this other last bag. Oh, look, my lights came on. I think it is that they stay off for so long, and then when you move, they'll come back on. But if they come on and stay on for 5 minutes, And then if they go off, they stay off for so many seconds or minutes before they'll come back on because they think you've left the room. Okay, this is the last one. This is still a pretty decent heavy size one, so. But I've got company coming tomorrow, and I was like, dang it, I've got to get through these because I've got to clean up. I've been cleaning all day. This is why I look like crap. I've been cleaning and resting and cleaning and resting, so. I heartily recommend that sweater. Just search hand embroidered, flower embroidered sweater or flower embroidered crochet sweater. It'll pop up because that's what I had to do. Normally, if Gigi tells you something is good, it's normally really good. I've been working all day because I've got a friend coming up to stay with me for about a week, and I was just trying to. But my house isn't dirty. It was just like where I had not been going behind David and picking up. It was like strong. And so I've just been trying to clean and do some stuff, but I have to go so slow and just do it in spurts right now because of the way I feel. And I had accomplished so much, and then the mailman brought me 3 Temu bags, and I literally wanted to cry, but I was like, I'm not leaving them in there. I'm gonna go through them. Okay, now as I have told y'all before, trolls, you're gonna kick out of this. I'm a big old gal. I'm 60 pounds less of a big old gal than I was. But I'm still a big old heifer. Now, I was raised on farms and worked on farms and did a bunch of men's work when I was young. So I'm built more like a man than I am a woman. It's just the way it is. I just am burly. If I put on a ball cap and walk away from you, you're probably going to say, hey, sir. It's happened to me. I laugh and turn around and go, yep. Because I know that from the back, I know I'm square. Now, it was worse before my disorder. Now, since I've had my disorder and I've kind of lost a lot of weight and muscle and that disorder's kind of wilted me, it doesn't happen as often now, but it used to happen a whole lot. I got a kick out of it because I knew I looked like a man, but I was doing men's work, so I didn't care. But when I'm at my house, in my backyard, working in my flower gardens or just enjoying sunshine or trying to get some vitamin D, I wear whatever the heck I want because I own these 5 acres. I have it fenced. And if you cross the fence and come behind my house and come behind my little blocker fences that I have, you deserve to get blinded as far as I'm concerned. But I wear a lot of like little tiny short shorts, and these are probably going to be too big because this order took like 3 weeks to come in. And I've, in the last 3 weeks, probably for some reason, the Monjero has just purged me. I was stuck for like a month. And then the last 3 weeks, the Monjero has just purged me, and I've lost a lot of weight, and my body's changing shape drastically now. And so I put on the pair of shorts I have on today are the ones that I ordered in the last haul, and I'm having to pull them back up. So already they're too big. I'm hoping these, just by sheer maybe drying them a couple times, will hang on. But I'm not going to wear these out in town, but I'm going to wear them in the backyard when I'm planting flowers and letting Oscar play and just trying to get some sunshine and vitamin D. I like all the distressing. I like that this pocket does at least have a top so I can try to put my phone in it, but it does have side pockets if you don't. They are distressed heavily. I don't mind that. I'm not going to be wearing them out where anybody's going to see me. This is just backyard, fire pit, summer evening, spring days. Leave me alone. I'm in the backyard prepping for planting my flowers and letting my dog play. So I wear kind of whatever I want in my backyard. And normally when I will wear a bikini top with cut off shorts. And listen, if you struggle to come across my property, to look across the fence and to find me through the little slotted, we put a slotted privacy fence, you deserve to go blind. I told the telephone and the volunteer electric man, beware. And they're just like, thank you, Liz. Because I went to school with both of them, so they just thought it was funny. They know, they're used to me. But it's my property. It's my backyard. And my doctor says I need all the vitamin D I can get, so I'm just going to do it. Now this, honestly, once I bought it, I thought I'm going to look like a freaking clown. Okay, look, I like that the top is higher than the back. So us big bosomed women can, have some room. It has a belt that ties. Honestly, what am I going to be singing? After I bought this, I got it on a spin. It was super cheap. After I bought this, I sat there all night in my head. You want to know what I sang? Dun 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 Afro dun 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 circus Afro circus. That's what I sang all night after I bought this. But it's cute. It'll be a cute little summer dress. It'll get people's attention when I'm out and about. If I wear a little, you know, one of those little chemise over it, those little boleros, and it'll strike up conversation. So, you know, that's it's okay. But at times in my head, I will be going, dun, 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 dun. I know I will. I know I will. Oh. Trolls that come here, they're like, dang it, she's trolling herself. Yes, I think I'm the silliest person in the world. I do not take myself seriously. I have to talk about serious subjects sometimes, but I mean, even then, I mean, if you dog me, it's fine. Just, you know, don't dog serious subjects. So I think I'm freaking hilarious. My life has been a freaking, I mean, I could write a book or have a whole NCI, what is NCIS? Law and Order. Ding, ding, ding. I could have a whole episode about my life. Okay, y'all know I feel the more I age, I feel like a hippie. Which is strange because I never really felt like a hippie until like the last few years. I don't know. I don't know what, I think it was my health that brought it on, and I kind of got re-grounded back to my roots and my Cherokee roots and my native roots and doing my own tinctures and plants and herbal gardens and stuff. So I saw this and I thought, how pretty. Because it looks like a patchwork quilt. And if it looks like a patchwork quilt, I'm going to buy it. It's just going to happen. I'm so, like, they know my type. They know what to put on my Temu page. It's just, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know you like it and it's pretty. And it stretches so much. But it's got good stretch so I can wear it for a while. And then I can dart it in if I need to, like put 2 or 3 darts. Or just take it to Mama and go, can you fix the elastic? And she will. I mean, literally, it's just you had to cut a slit, pull the elastic, retie it, and yeah, so it's not a big deal. But it is a floor-length ankle hippy-dippy skirt. And it's so pretty, and it's nice, and it's a thin, you don't really see through it, but it's a nice thin, airy material. But wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. This is the top that goes with it. Now, it ain't much of a top. Thank God I have a high waist, a high natural waist, because that way we're going to, you know, I'll have to find a different shirt to wear in public with it. But when I'm in my backyard working in my flower garden, you just leave me alone. I'm wearing what I want to wear. It's this little number right here. Hang on, it's got a string on it. Oh, somebody snip your seams, lady. Listen, your edges, you must snip your seams. My mother would be like, they didn't snip their seams. It looks rather big. It comes to a point down here. Thank God I have a high waist, so the skirt will literally be up here, you know. But then it's got these little beads on it up here, and it ties like a little half top around the back. And then you can just go be a hippy dippy in your backyard, plant your flowers, and check on your sunflowers, and let your dog play, and, you know, gather the honeysuckle and make jelly, and, you know, and you can just feel, you know, like I am fixing to start singing a, what is it? What is it? Something to the arrow, sparing arrow. Anyway, look up on YouTube Wild Sweet by a all-female a cappella group. Use it as your sleep medicine, your sleep music medicine. You're welcome. Sparkling, sparrow, something another arrow, but it's Wild Sweet is the name of the song. You're welcome in advance. You're gonna love them. Man, I was doing the get me out of the mother freaking springtime blues haul this time. Oh, and I've got something that's so weird, but it's going to crack y'all up. Here comes somebody down the far road that needs a muffler. Sounds like they need new spark plugs, too. Oh, I dropped the belt. It has a belt. That's normally how I find out things have belts. I drop them. Do you hear that? Oh, wait. It's the motorcycle. I don't like that motorcycle. It would be different if you didn't start prowling until 9 o'clock at night. We know what you're doing. Oh, Lord. Okay, this is a gorgeous full-size caps. Well, actually, no, it's a tank top dress. Oh. Hang on. Oh. Okay. Okay, so it's a tank top, but it's got a dip right here. After you put the tank on, it's got a dip right here on the neckline, which is really cute. It doesn't have any stretch, so make sure you order true to size or upsize if you need a stretch, if you need a little extra room. It has a 3-tiered, a lot of fabric here. I mean, I could buy this fabric for what this whole dress costs. I'm just saying. It's got a 3-tiered skirt to it. And this one actually is rolled and hemmed, but it's rolled, and then hemmed. So it's going to be harder to pick and hurt. Not mad at that. That's good seamstress work. They roll the fabric, then they roll it again, and then they hem it. That's good. That's quality. That's how Hermes scarves are made. So if you find something that's good quality, it's normally rolled and rolled. I like that they do this kind of stitch work on these dresses we get because we know they're not the best quality. But when they take the trouble to do those kind of stitch works, I appreciate it because I know that took extra time. And it is so it's like a tight bodice, and then it just flows out in 3 tiers. I'm going to look like a wedding cake probably in it. I don't know this one. I'm buying stuff a little bit smaller because these are things I'm going to wear in summer, so I don't know if this one's going to fit yet. Feels like it'd be almost there. But I will model the ones that fit as I wear them. Y'all know I will. I don't care to show my behind. I mean, I'm not going to show my behind, but I'll show you what I look like in the clothes. So, yeah. I'm going to save the funny thing for the last, and then I'm going to explain why I bought it because y'all are going to laugh your butts off. Like, I'm really waiting for spring. Like, I'm dying for spring. I am legit dying for spring. Oh, and I have had a hair mask on all day. I'm fixing to go wash it out. It is the Pure, the one that was the yellow bottle. And I actually really like it because it made my hair like obey me for a while today. Like, that doesn't happen at all. This is just a little boho hippie shoulder. Oh, I like it. Oh, so if you need more room, it bunches. And if you need less room, it pulls up. Oh, dang, I like that. That's big-shouldered heifers. We like that, you know. So it is just another little quilt print. This one is, oh, yeah, it already fit. This is just a 3/4 length circle. It's got a circle hem on it, so it kind of swags in the middle, goes up on the sides. It is not double rolled, but it is rolled and seamed. And they did serge all the seams and edging, so not mad at that. I wear literally biker shorts under every dress I wear in the summertime because wind. So I think this is cute. I like the way that if you have bigger shoulders or bigger arms like me, you can scrunch these down and have more room up here. I like that. That makes me happy because sometimes, because I have these big old freaking weightlifting shoulders when the rest of my body ain't like that anymore, I like that. Yeah, it's not like see-through, but it will let the wind in. And it's one of those materials that when it touches you, you think it'll be hot, but it actually cools your body. I found that I really like this material in the summertime with the dresses because as the wind flaps, it cools the material, which then touches my body and cools my body. I like this material. Some people may not. They may prefer a linen or a cotton. I like this material, and I love this pattern. My mother's going to be fighting me for all these quilt-looking things. I know she is. You can't have it, Mom. It's mine. I'll share. I mean, we might have to augment the sizing. But if I get tired of something, I'll share. I blame this on Gigi, too. So if you haven't watched Gigi, it's Gigi's Craft Hauls and Attic. Wait, no, Gigi's Craft Attic and Hauls. Craft. Every time I say it, it comes out wrong. But it's Gigi. If you put all those jumbled words in the search bar, you'll find her. She's the sweetest person I think I've ever seen in my whole life. She likes some of the weirder things, but let me tell you what, girlfriend, I do too. She got me onto these embroidered socks. I hate socks that pull on my toes because I have a neuromuscular disorder, and if anything pulls on my toes, it is like massive pain because it is the left foot that was struck by the axe when I was injured, when I was attacked. And so it's like, no, please, don't pull on my toes. No pressure on my toes. These socks, even though they look really structured, don't pull on my freaking toes. So I'm so glad that I saw Gigi talk about these. This is my second purchase, so I've got more colors. I got the dark colors first time. Now I'm getting the lighter colors. These are so freaking cute. Look at that. And on the inside, y'all, I love these. You don't get snagged or anything putting them on. You don't get snagged. Oh, I dropped one. They're so cute. They're so freaking cute. Actually, I dropped two. I dropped a whole pair. Look at this color combo. How freaking cute is that? That's too freaking cute. I'm sorry. I'm going to fold these like this because when I put them in a wash, I don't want to completely. I want to make sure they all go. No, where's your buddy? Did I lose your buddy? Oh no, here he is. These have got to be a favorite. These have got to be my favorite. These are going to get people talking, going, what in the crap's on your feet? Look at that. Is that not cute? But look, the toe is made of a different fabric. And it doesn't pull on your toe. So if you have neuropathy or anything else, or you were attacked by an axe and have a smashed left foot like me, hey, you know, it could happen. These don't pull on your toes. It's amazing because they look tiny like they will, but they stretch and they don't pull on your toes. Oh, did you get? I love them. I love them, and they're so pretty. They remind me of like Scandinavia, Russia type stuff. Like they're really like, you know, the little lady on YouTube. Her and her husband live in that little hut in the ground, but they have a bigger house. But she cooks everything over the open fire pit, and the dogs and ducks and everything's playing around them. I want to live there with them. Will you adopt me? I'll move in. I'll do work. I can do some labor. Legs crap out really quick, but I can sit there and help you cook. I can stir stuff all day long. I would so live with them. I mean, I just want to drink their homemade chamomile tea because I tried to grow chamomile this year and it did not work. And I was so upset because I wanted some of that au naturel tea where you just put it in there. Yeah, I wanted some of that. So look at this. These color combinations are cute too. I just think these are cutest. Gigi got me onto these. Gigi's a sweetheart. She finds some of the most quirky and gorgeous little things. I appreciate her aesthetic and her eye for her aesthetic. And if she ever goes gaga over something, I'm normally going to go buy it. Are you ready for the last? This is the last thing. Wait, let me check my corners. Yes, this is the last thing. And then I'll clean up my mess again because I had my kitchen almost all the way clean and then the mailman came. But you know, crap happens. Oh well. Okay, so y'all know that I've been doing, if you can do online, join online exercise programs. And somebody's needing some attention tonight. So preppy in here. I've never been called preppy in my life. Wait. Say it again. It's so preppy in here. It's so. Say it again. It's so preppy in here. Oh God! If people only knew what who they were talking to. It's hilarious. Oh my God! I dropped a pack of my peacock beads. We can't leave those on the floor. Those are too precious to me. Okay. But if you have had like someone attack you with an axe and have a central nervous and sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system that's just diseased, doesn't work right. If you do like some of the stretching or like, and it's like literally it's like senior stretching. Like my body now treats me like I'm 75. But I try to do like on my TV, I can go with certain codes to certain online exercise programs. And my insurance is like, we've created this for people like you. So I can do them all for free. And I can go and sign up for these virtual classes and just show up at the time that they come on, like watching a TV program. And it's an exercise program. And it's people like me with disorders like me that are doing it. And I noticed, because I was having a really hard time doing this because the sneakers were not what I needed for some of the foot movements, because a lot of it is stretchy yoga-ish. And then sneakers get in the way if you're doing stretchy yoga-ish kind of stuff. Because the big wedge under your foot. And I noticed a lot of people were wearing like ballet slippers. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to keep doing this or not. But at the end of the class, she was like, and yes, if you've noticed, some of us wear some of like the flat barefoot shoes or even the ballet slippers. And she was like, I recommend if you can't afford yoga socks or multiple pairs of yoga shoes, if you just want a cheap alternative, you can go and buy adult ballet slippers and they'll last you for years. And I used to do ballet back when I was young and before I got hacked with an axe and had 5 leg surgeries. And I thought, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. The disrespectful people, they just, you can't walk through a cow pasture without seeing a cow pie, and they just come through. Well, bless their hearts, literally. I hope for you that no one treats you the way you treat other people, and that you have the best life possible, and that you never experience anything I've gone through that has got me to this place in my life. But I also hope that at some point, something happens that gives you the wisdom to understand why you shouldn't have done that today. that's as nice as I can be today. That's as nice as I can be. So I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because I was actually thinking like, the dance shoes, because I used to dance before all this leg surgeries and stuff. Oh, Maggie, I'm really not sweet. I'm just having a very nice day today. I'm in a good mood. And I've got a friend coming to stay with me because of my health stuff that's been going on. And so I'm in a better mood tonight. I'm just kinder. But like I was thinking of like Capezio dance shoes that you completely fold over, but they're like $36 in my size. And I was like, I'm not going to buy Capezio dance shoes, even though Capezio dance shoes are awesome. Great. But then I looked on Temu because I took this woman's advice. You'll never believe what I found. I found my goddamn size in ballet slippers with the little leather patches so you don't fall on your butt, or do your yoga stretches. Hang on, it's got a sticker. It's got a size sticker. And make sure that European and like other sizes, they use the same like big numbers, but they're different. So make sure you look and see if it was European or other, and make sure you get the right size. I got pretty big feet, so I need a pretty big shoe. But I got these. There's another goddamn sticker. Hang on, sticker patrol. This is where the type A comes in. Sorry. Oh, I broke off in half. Dadgummit. I'm glad I don't have nails on today. I would not ever get this off. Now I'm fixing to free myself back up and look cute for a couple of days because I've got a massive interview to do this weekend. It's going to be freaking amazing. Like if you want your mind blown and you want knowledge that you're not supposed to have, you need to join in and watch my interview that's going to happen this weekend. I'm going to try to give you a notification, like a half-day notification, so you can make arrangements to try to be there because I don't know how long it'll stay up. But it's actually going to be really good information. But I found these in my size, and they've even got the little, and I thought, holy crap. So I'm going to try these. They even have little insoles, and the insoles are actually stitched to the leather, so you don't have to worry about the insole coming out and slipping or causing a fall, which I do. I have my health stuff, so I have to worry about it. So I'm going to try this little ladies class again and see if I can do this without sliding all over my living room thinking I'm going to kill myself and thinking my insurance is just trying to tap out and not take care of me. It's crossed my mind. So I'm going to try this again. Who would have ever thought? They make them. It's like, holy crap, they make them. So thank God for the little lady that did the senior yoga stretch class that I went to and told me that they make these and you can find them in cheap places. And I was like, holy crap. I think these were $3.49. Do you know what Capezio shoes go for? Like $36 to $50. So these are the much better option, and these are really sturdy, so I don't think my foot will come out. And I'm going to try them. I'll let you know when I wear them if they're comfortable and if the little leather things do hold me where I need to be held when I'm doing the stretches. She said you could sandpaper to rough them up a little bit if you needed more grip. I might. I don't know. I've got some sandpaper here somewhere. But even the bottom soles are double stitched, y'all. I have to admit, for $3.49, I didn't anticipate that. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And if you're like me and you're losing weight and you're trying to build back from all these injuries, and not everybody gets attacked by an axe. I understand that, and has to go through multiple leg surgeries and develop some neuromuscular disorder. I get that. I have one of those really weird life stories. But there are other people out there that are trying to lose weight that are having a hard time finding footwear that is flexible enough for them to do certain classes so that they can maintain the flex and stretch and get their bodies going again. I'm amazed. Temu had the goddamn shoes I needed that the lady recommended. And she was like, don't look on these big platforms. She's like, go and look at some cheaper places. And when she said cheaper places, I was like, Temu. Found them. It's just amazing. Savannah, are you doing something weird with your wrench? Why? That sounds strange. That sounds strange. I know we've been like overwhelmed with trolls and stuff, and I really appreciate you guys. And like I said, when I'm crafting, I'm going to be sending each of my mods a craft package. I'm going to be sending you thank yous. You will not be forgotten for what we've been through the last couple of weeks. I really appreciate you guys. After the interview this weekend, I'm going to be doing like more pre-recorded stuff that people don't normally come in and jump on. So I can pretty much handle any of the comments that come in through my YouTube studio. So y'all will get a break. Y'all deserve a vacation. So after the interview this weekend, I'm going to be doing more pre-recorded stuff and more shorts. So you won't have to worry about doing this. But I know it's been so hard to keep up with stuff. And like Kim was trying to comment the other night, and because we had so many trolls and so much going on, she's like, I never could get my comments to go through. And I said, I know it's been that bad. It's been that bad. She said, what did you do, Elizabeth? You broke the internet. And I said, I know. I mean, look at me. I'm so gorgeous. Everybody has to watch. Like, literally, I don't know why they come here. I do Temu hauls, crafting, and talk about psychology. It behooves me. I think they just get bored and I'm the only one alive or something. I don't know. But it was, she was on Temu. She is multitasking, okay? So, well, I will be back, but I'm going to do some product stuff for Temu. I'm going to do some pre-recorded stuff, and I'm going to take a little bit of a break for me and just do pre-recorded stuff. And it's because this interview is going to be whoa. It's going to be intense. It's going to be stuff that y'all are probably going to be like, holy crap, okay? It's going to be a big deal. And I want to let it sit and let people see that's the last live and let them marinate in the information that it's going to bring if it stays up. So I'm going to be doing more shorts and pre-recorded stuff so that the last live may get more attention as it is rewatched. So that'll give y'all a little bit of a break, and it will give me a little bit of a break as well, because especially since I'm going to have company. So I can do little pre-recorded stuff. And I'm sure that if I'm feeling good, I'm sure that my company will come on and pop on and say hi, and we may craft with y'all or something. But we're not going to be doing as much as we've been doing. And hopefully the troll traffic will slow down. But I will say that amidst the troll traffic, we have found a few treasures, because they've been like, what the crap's going on over here? This has got 2,500 views. And they stumble in and they're like, oh crap, this is a really sweet woman. She's talking about really smart things. She makes sense. I might always be dolled up and I might always look like, but I'm talking about stuff, or I'm sharing information, or I'm showing you stuff on Temu that I like, that I think you may like. Don't waste your money on stuff that I tell you don't waste your money on. And we find a few treasures that stick around. And I'm like, it's, hey, you got to go through the troll traffic to find a treasure. It's okay. We've added a couple 300 subs to our channel here in just the last month or so. And a lot of them have been very good, like informational, really awesome additions, and they get in there and they really talk in the comment section. So I'm really excited. Even though I know we're going through a bunch of crappy people, it just, it is what it is. Like somebody today was like, you have no eyebrows. No, I was pepper sprayed in a prison right and rubbed them off and they didn't grow back right. I have no eyebrows. I do have little eyebrows. I bought an eyebrow stamp. I will completely do a short for y'all next week or a video of trying that eyebrow stamp, because listen, if it can be screwed up, I'll do it. If you can laugh, it'll be me that makes you. So we'll try the eyebrow stamp. That'll probably be one of the videos I do. Just Jen uses it beautifully. Am I Just Jen? No. Do I have any preparation in eyebrow? No. Have I ever tried an eyebrow stamp? Heck no. No. It'd probably be the funniest thing. I mean, seriously, because probably want to be way up here and want to be way down here. But I will try it the first time and record it and let y'all laugh at it and upload it so that y'all can entertain yourselves and be like, do we want to try this or not? Probably not. Here goes the motorcycle again. I have one neighbor that's close enough to bother me. I think it's how Jesus keeps me simmered down and remembering that I need to repent often. What was it? Gypsy said something the other day and I started responding. I just shut up and said, I'm going down to the river to baptize and repent. I had those days, but I'll be trying to do some funnier stuff to alleviate some of the heavier stuff that we're going to be talking about over the weekend. So, yeah, it's this weekend. It's my channel is going to take a turn. Y'all have heard me say words before, like biosensor medical data retrieval systems and neurological modulation, and the biofield and the electrical body. And y'all have heard me say these things. Y'all have heard me say, go to the DOD and DARPA and look at the government, patents that are being filed. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Y'all have heard me say these things. So if those things intrigue you, or if you're just curious, this weekend is going to be wonderful for you because you're going to get a whole, instead of just a little dish of, you're going to get a whole meal of information from someone who lived through it. And if I disappear, I have earmarked pages on Rumble, Brighteon, and Odyssey. So you can still find me, Hillbilly Heart, the same name. Potentially this could go really bad, but I'm willing to take the chance to bring people the information. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, yes, I don't want to lose you guys. I love each and every one of my subs. You guys are my family. But just know if I disappear from here, you know where to find me. And of course, even if I disappear, Dave has his Trapper Dave Waters channel. You can go and be like, where the heck did Elizabeth go? Or you can message David on Hillbilly Furs and be like, hey, Mr. Grizzly Adams, where's your wife? And he will tell you where I am. So those are ways that, you know. Well, I think it'd be better because it's hard. It's sometimes hard to compost her material because she has a very dedicated audience that follows her, very high strung, intelligent. I mean, she's just so freaking smart. Sometimes she says a paragraph and I have to like write it down and research it for 3 days. And then I'm like, holy crap. And I feel stupid. So, you know, but what I'm here to do while she visits, and yes, I'm going to have Synergy herself here, Miss Sabrina Wallace. She's like, I have 3 of the best friends. I have Sabrina, I have Kim, and I have Gypsy. And between the 3 of them, energetically, they keep me going. And I only get to see Sabrina a couple times a year because she lives so far away. But she's coming in to stay for about a week with me. I'm going to get caught up and educated on some stuff that I am curious, but I've not been able to understand. And then I'm going to break it down for y'all. But I'm also going to interview her. And as she's discussing stuff, if something comes out like in her brain that sounds simplified, but for me, I'm like, you know, I'm going to say, excuse me, can we bring that down a few levels? I need help. And she'll stop and bring it down. And then I'm going to ask her for verification and validation of her information so that you get a background and you get factual, you know, data, you get proof. And then we're going to talk a lot about her life. So that's the plan. A lot of information going to hit you really, really quickly. She is phenomenally just smart. Her brain, I don't know how it fits in her skull. She thinks on this wavelength. I think over here. But when we come together, magical things happen because we kind of pull each other to the center line and we're like, holy crap. And our brains kind of expand. And so I like to spend time with her because she challenges me. And she challenges me to research harder and to understand more and to get a grasp on the world around us and what is actually going on, to read government patents that are right out there in the wide open for Jesus and everybody to look at. Go to the DOD and just read what the DOD's putting out on DOD.gov. Just go read. You know, go read what DARPA's putting out. They hide very little because they think we're so stupid we can't understand. So go and read this stuff. And I'm going to have someone that has lived through a horrible nightmare that has turned it into a blessing for so many people and an intellectual journey and a climb to understand the world we live in so that other people can maneuver and not be harmed as she was. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. And she's just epically smart. She worked in the data field. She was responsible for bringing the internet basically in from dial-up to wireless broadband across the world, and then realized they were using it to do some pretty dark things and decided that she was going to speak up about it. And that's when her life took a second bad change. And she holds a lot of knowledge. If you watch anything about Tori, or if you watch Doug and Stacy's Homestead, if you've watched Dr. Young, they've all talked about her. Literally, colleges, professors, scientific journal reporters, they've all begged for this interview, and she does not want it to be monetized. She does not want somebody to benefit from it. And when she finds people reposting her videos and making money, she reports them and gets them pulled down, because this should be free information for everyone so that you are aware of what's going on. I respect her so much. And I tell everybody this, and I tell her this too. You're weird, but you're weird in all the best ways. That's what I tell her. You're weird, but you're weird in all the best ways. And she really makes my brain flex in a way that it doesn't normally flex. And y'all should have people that challenge you. Like if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room because you're not going to learn anything. Go put yourself where you're like mid-grade and have to climb up and understand people. That will do you so much more good, you know. So, but we're going to learn so much from her. We're going to learn so much from her. Having makeup I actually know a lady that she does have a tattoo parlor, but she went and got trained, and it's like a pretty extensive thing for some cosmetic tattooing. And so she can do like eyebrows, eyeliners, and lip liner, but she doesn't do like some people have all their makeup put on and it never leaves. And I'm like, how do you not? Like I like some days I like to change my makeup, but how do you do that? How do you live with the same face every day? I look different every time I come on this stupid platform. Some days I have my hair done. Some days I have my nails on. Some days I have big earrings hanging out. Some days I look like this because I've had a heck of a day. But she went through a lot of training and she's amazing. Like I've been like tempted to have her put some eyebrows on my face. I'm not gonna lie, because that pepper spray took all mine out and the skin is very delicate. But she's like, yeah, we could get them on there again, because I used to have gorgeous. I'm gonna find my picture. I used to have gorgeous, perfect arched eyebrows that were so pretty. Dang it, pepper spray, freaking parole officer life. Listen, it just comes with problems. But she actually does a really good job. Now the prices are unique because it's basically a surgical procedure. The prices are whoo, and she had to really, her tattoo parlor, she had to move and go into a place where she had a completely sterile surgical room. Even more so than a tattoo parlor, she had to have a basically completely sterile surgical room. And but she makes great money at it. And we live in a podunk town, and she went and got this. She went and got this training. She traveled for months. She had to do so many hours of apprentice work. And now she does this, and she does great work. Her name is Manda Chaotic, if you want to look her up on Instagram. Manda, M-A-N-D-A, Chaotic. She's freaking amazing. She's amazing. She does awesome work. So, but I've seen good people do that, but she would probably be the only person I would trust to do my eyebrows, because I've known her a long time, and she would tell me if they were not going to turn out well. But for me, I'm going to try the eyebrow stamp kit that Justin recommended first, and I will completely video the whole first attempt and put it up there in all its glory for y'all to see how horrible of a job I did. I can only imagine what it's going to look like. So, Oceans, thanks so much for joining in. I appreciate you. You bring a lot to it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your personality. So, but I'll post all this fun stuff because I'm going to alleviate from the complex stuff that I'm going to congeal your brain with this weekend. I'm going to post some lighthearted stuff and maybe some crafting. So the channel is getting back to normal. If it survives after this interview, then we're golden. So, and the first thing we're going to try to do is finish this skull rattle for the tribe. That'll be the first thing we try to finish when we get back to crafting. So now you're caught up on everything. We've got through my Temu haul. I got to put everything up. I was almost done with cleaning my house. Now I'm not, but it's okay. It's okay. It's worth it to have friends come and stay with you for a while. And no, my house is not perfect, but I was just trying to get it cleaned up a little bit. So next time you see me, hopefully you will be seeing me with one of the people that makes me happy. So I'm hoping that she gets here safely tomorrow and we have a great visit. And I'm hoping that I can bring y'all a lot of information and somebody else that you may go to for information. And a lot of people thinks that she's always in the mood she presents herself on her platform. She's not. I'm going to show you a different side of this woman. And that's going to help a lot of people also want to process the information that much more. So I'm excited. We're going to take a day and go down into the mountain. I'm going to show her the farm and some pieces of land and some special places around here. It's going to be like a healing time for me. And I can't go alone, and I have to have somebody that can drive in case my legs crap out. So this is going to offer me a week of freedom to where I can get out during the day if I want to while my husband's at work. This is going to be a great week for me. So everybody have a wonderful week. gear up for a big one this weekend. If you can watch it, you're going to be blessed. You're going to be confused, a little irritated, but you're going to be blessed for having the information. And then next week, we'll go back to funny stuff, crafting, and just chill for a while. Oscar, did you see Oscar's haircut earlier today? He's naked, but he looks so cute. He feels so much better because it was getting warm here. It was 60, 65 or 66 here today. It's February. That tells me in March, we're going to have a winter storm. Just wait for it. March is normally our worst snow month, so. But I'm hoping the nice weather will hang on just for a few more days. I think Saturday is going to be the coldest day so that I can have a good visit. So come join me this weekend. Lots of information. And now you know what to buy on Temu that I actually approve of. 3 giant bags. I need a maid. Oscar, can you help me put clothes up? No response. I get no help around here. Okay, guys. Y'all have a good evening. Love yous. Bye.